Hi everyone, welcome to this video. Um, I heard that we lost two special people. One of them is Bernard Cribbins, who played in Doctor Who back in the 60s with Peter Cushing, and in Doctor Who in 2000 with David Tennant. He Bernard Cribbins plays Donna Noble's grandfather in Voyage of the Dam and season 4 with David Tennant, and End of Time, who was the last episode with David Tennant. And we also lost another David Warner, who played in two of my favorite TV shows of all time, Doctor Who and Star Trek. I didn't know that David Warner was in Doctor Who until for a little moments ago, when I saw a video of this guy who um, says that he was in, Doctor Who and Star Trek. Um, he plays Klingons in in Star Trek. He plays Klingons and Cardassian and other characters in Star Trek. He passed away, and we also lost Bernard Cribbins, who plays in Doctor Who, and he plays also in a TV show Faulty Towers. Yeah, he played in one episode in that show. So they will be missed because they have fans all over the world, including me, because I am a huge fan of Star Trek and Doctor Who. Um, I remember Bernard Cribbins in a Peter Cushing movie because I watched both of them, and he's in the second one of Peter Cushing, and he plays this cop, and he joins Peter Cushing and Peter Cushing's niece Lucy, I believe. Yeah, and there's this other woman there also. They travel to the future, and they meet up with the Daleks, who takes over the world and takes all the humans and make them as zombies or something, or robots. They make them into zombies or robots, and also he plays in Voyage of the Dam. When you see Kylie Minogue and David Tennant transported down to planet Earth from Titanic, and you see Bernard Cribbins standing in a kiosk at the corner, and David Tennant and Kylie Minogue talk to him, and he mentioned something about the Queen, and so they talked to him a little bit, and then they were transported up into the Titanic again. Um, Well, that little scene was with Bernard Cribbins. And then he comes back in season 4, and you see that um, him and Catherine Tate are on this top, and they look at the stars, and Catherine Tate say that one day I'm gonna travel with the stars or something, and a little bit later on, she meets up with the doctor again for the second time because, well, Donna Noble, who was played by Catherine Tate, well, plays with David Tennant in Runaway Bride. Yeah. So Donna Noble, who was played by Catherine Tate, comes back in season 4 of Doctor Who, and they meet in the episode called Partners in Crime. And you see that Donna Noble joins the Doctor and they travel. And then you see that Bernard Cribbins look at the stars through his he has you know what you know what you have when you look at the stars. So then he saw Donna Noble. She opens the door and waves or something. Yeah. But at the end of season 4, you see that Donna Noble, she gets all the Time Lords memories stuck in her head. So she becomes a Time Lord, half human and half Time Lord. So she helps the Doctor defeating the Daleks. And well, you know that the Doctor did something to remove all the memories, because if he didn't remove it, she could die. So he removes all the memories and all that, and he told her grandfather and her mom that if she knew about me, the Doctor, you know, so she couldn't. So they have to promise that they didn't tell her about the Doctor and the TARDIS and the time and space and all that. So Bernard Cribbins, he would be missed. David Warner will be missed. Well, chain of commands was the episode with Star Trek that David Warner played a Cardassian. And well, I have watched that episode many times. I have watched that episode in 2 parts, and I watched that episode in future length TV movie, because I got on DVD and VHS. Well, the 2 parts that they have in Next Generation. They combined each 2 parts, and they put it as a movie, 1.5 hour movie. So I watched it, but I didn't realize that this was David Warner, the same guy who plays in Doctor Who. Well, he played um in episode with um the Ice Warrior. Yeah, with Matt Smith and Clara when they are on this sub on the water, and then they got the people on the sub. They got this Ice Warrior. Yeah. Well, in that episode, you see David Warner, but I remember him. Um, well, if I don't mistaken, I remember him from the movie Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle number 2, The Secret of the Ooze, back in the 90s. Well, he played a professor in that movie, and he was captured by Shredder. You know, the Foot, the Foot Clan. Yeah, they kidnapped the professor and brought him to Shredder to because Shredder needs something to defeat the turtle. So they got two animals, and with this mutagen, the ooze, with this ooze that they had, they make these animals grow in human forms, and they Shredder wants these animals to destroy the turtles. Yeah. So in that movie, The Secret of the Ooze of the Turtles, back in the 90s, David Warner, if I'm not mistaken, he was in. Yeah. So, well, next year we're gonna see Bernard Cribbins for the last time in Doctor Who, 60 years special, and that's the last Doctor Who story that we're gonna see him in. Yeah. So it was sad to hear about Bernard Cribbins and David Warner. So rest in peace to you. And that's it for now. Well, I don't do these probably do these videos about you know when we lost people that they die, and I don't personally do this kind of videos. But I did one video last year when I talk about my mom. I lost her last year. I talk about when she was with me for the last time, and she collapsed on the floor, and then I called, and then the other video that I did was also unboxing, when I talk about the funeral at the beginning of the video. Yeah. So if you want to notice what I said in those two videos, you can watch them on my site on YouTube. Mm, yeah. So that's it for now. See you in another video. Bye.